and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Autumn. I am mother to two little girls, Alani who is 5 and Emmy who is 3. And I figured it'd be a good time to do an updated video because I've done an activity for like the baby toddler age when it comes to flying. And I have not done one now that my girls are older. As I mentioned, they are 5 and 3. So there are different things that they're interested in. I think when I made the last video, Alani was 3. We have a trip coming up, which is what made me think to make this video. And I'm pretty sure Alani is going to be on her 9th or 10th, I think 9th flight, and this will be her 2nd international flight. So we've tried out lots of different activities. Some of these things could work great for a road trip as well. We've only done one big road trip. We did Pennsylvania to Florida when Alani was 2 and Emmy was 2 months old. So we haven't done one in a while, but some of this stuff could definitely work for a road trip. I know that there's more that can be added to this list, so if you have any ideas, please make sure to leave them in the comments. But this video is going to be 10 activities to keep your little ones engaged while traveling. First one I'm going to mention is stickers. Now, stickers can come in so many shapes, sizes, colors, everything. So stickers are so wonderful. You can individualize them to what your child enjoys. They can be reusable stickers. My girls love Bluey. Comment if you are also a Bluey family. But I got Emmy some reusable stickers. So she is going to have those in her little travel bag, and I will link the travel bags that I use. I'm not sure if I'll let them use a backpack or their normal travel bags for this trip coming up, but I have done multiple videos on activity bags, so I will make sure to link that information. As I said, the Bluey stickers are reusable, and what I really like about dot stickers is that you can write on them. The ones that I order from Amazon have no backing that you have to peel off, so it's really easy for little hands if your child is on the younger side and still not ready for that fine motor peeling of the stickers, or just has trouble. If you don't feel like having to just constantly help them, those dot stickers are perfect. And then also along those lines, if you want to peel off the backing ahead of time, that will save you a lot while you are traveling. These are in no particular order, but number 2 is an activity board. So I have a little one that we got from Michael's, I want to say maybe a year ago at this point, and I really like it because it's little things to keep their fingers busy. This is more for Emmy than Alani. Alani does still like to grab it from Emmy and use it, but this is more for Emmy. And I know that they sell these as like a bigger bag, I think with a handle that you can travel with. So I don't even think I can link the Michaels one that I have, but I will make sure to link some of the really cool ones that I have seen. Number 3 is mess-free coloring. I find it takes away from some of the creativity. You're just using water. The color is already there, but it is still really fun. And I find it to be more fun for Emmy than Alani because Emmy likes that she ends up with this nice picture, whereas Alani tends to want to be more creative with her drawing. And then for the Crayola Color Wonder, I think it's great because they have all different colors that they can choose from. You can buy the pack where it already comes with the markers, or you can buy the markers individually. We have so many markers at this point, but I just love that I don't have to worry about a mess. I don't have to worry about them coloring on the wrong thing. And I really only find that the only downside to the Crayola Wonder is sometimes it takes a little bit for the color to show up on the paper. So if you have an older child like Alani's age 5, it can be a little bit frustrating because they're trying to color specifically in one spot, and if it doesn't show up until a little bit later, it might mess them up. Alani loves coloring and it doesn't bother her that much at all. Number 4 is going to be a tablet and headphones. Obviously, you can do whatever you want. What we do is my husband and I hold on to the tablet and headphones in our bag. That is nothing that we want to get lost or separated somehow. And my girls don't get it until we get on the plane and until they've done some other thing. So while we are waiting at the airport, I have other activities that I have them do, and they generally have to wait until we get onto the plane before they can take that tablet out. Something that I really recommend is making sure that you have things downloaded. Even if you're planning on using the plane Wi-Fi, you never know what could go wrong. So just make sure you have things downloaded, easy to access off of Wi-Fi. I have made the mistake of not downloading a movie ahead of time and then having to try to download it over like the airport Wi-Fi when it wasn't being really quick or anything like that. So try to get that stuff done ahead of time, and it doesn't even have to be a movie. I actually have a video, I will make sure to link that, of lots of free educational apps for kids. So make sure to check that one out because there are so many educational games and shows and then even books that you can access. I think it's great with something like books where it's an animated story, or even Epic has some things where it will read the book to your child if they're not yet at the age where they are reading on their own. So definitely check out that video to get more information on those types of apps. And if there is something that you know is coming out soon that your child would enjoy, try to hold off so that they're maybe seeing it for the first time while you're traveling. Number 5 is going to be coloring books, activities, magazines, any of those types of things. My girls love like searching for different things, so I Spy or any of that kind of stuff. So I did get some highlights magazines for them. For Alani, she'll be searching for different things within the pages, and for Emmy, it is stickers, so she can put the stickers on rather than having to color or circle or any of those things. So I have them both set up with that because I know they love I Spy, Find It kind of things. But if there's a different type of magazine or activity book that your child would love, definitely go for that. Alani is not at the point where she is reading on her own, and I'm not necessarily trying to sit next to her and read a book with all of the other sounds on an airplane. But if your child is reading on their own, then maybe a paperback that they like would be a great addition to what you are bringing. Number 6 is puzzles. Now, obviously not like wooden puzzles or anything like that, but any of those cardboard puzzles, especially the self-correcting ones, are really great because it allows them to put the pieces together. Now, I'm talking about like 2 things matching together. You don't want to have like a million puzzle pieces out. So whether it's a certain number of dots and then matching it to the number, or matching a capital A to a lowercase a, those kinds of things, because they don't take up a lot of space if your child is using the tray. And even if you drop or lose a piece, it's not like it's ruining an entire puzzle. Number 7 is felt or magnetic play, something that sticks together. I actually got Alani a new magnet by number set. She really enjoys these things with coloring, so I thought it would be fun to give her a new activity. That is another thing. Having something new, it doesn't have to be that you spent a lot of money on something new. It should be honestly new colors of paper, new crayons, new stickers, but having something that they've never seen or haven't seen in a while really goes a long way. So I got her this magnet by number set that I know she's gonna love, and I opened it up. That is another thing. If you get something new, open it up. Make sure you have space for all the pieces. I ended up getting a bag to put all the little pieces in that it would not have had otherwise. So if you do get something new, make sure that you've opened it up, you have everything that you need for that activity. That is just super important. You don't want to be in the midst of traveling and realize that you have nowhere to put extra pieces, or there's just one thing that you needed to use something. So there's no need to make the opening of something be part of the surprise, because you don't want any bad surprises. And then I also mentioned felt. Alani has a felt activity that we've taken before, and honestly, I would probably keep that to her. You definitely know your child best. I know that Emmy would have felt everywhere. That's just Emmy. That is her personality, and that's perfectly fine. Alani is a lot more careful with things, so I could trust her with things that have more pieces. So obviously, as you're picking the activities, keep your child in mind, keep their development in mind, keep their personality in mind, all of those things. Number 8 is going to be cards. I've mentioned them before, but I love the Spot It game. They are cards where any 2 cards have one thing in common. Alani and Emmy both love this game, and I like that you can just put 2 cards out at a time. Again, if possible, you don't want to have a ton of things all over the place that can just be chaotic, and it increases the chance of things falling. So what I really enjoy about Spot It is that we can put 2 cards out at a time, and it's a lot harder to lose things or drop things that way. And I keep that in mind with other types of card games as well. We're not going to play something like Go Fish because I don't want us handling a lot of cards at one time. But maybe we'll play something like War, where you're normally just putting out 1 card at a time and you can just hold the rest. Number 9 is activity packs. I love to grab these at Target. I know they have them in lots of different places, but I get the mini activity packs. They have bigger ones, but I like to get the mini ones, and it's like a special gift. That is something I don't need to open ahead of time. It has the crayons, it has stickers, it has a coloring book. It just has all of the things that you need right in there. And if you are concerned that your child might scribble all over the tray, you can bring extra paper that you can put down. That way, if they're not coloring within the book and they go off of it, it's just gonna go onto another piece of paper. But the activity packs have lots of different themes, so I appreciate that you can just choose something based on characters your kids like. And number 10, the last thing that I'm going to mention is a drawing tablet. My girls love their drawing tablets. They can draw, they can lock it so that the picture doesn't go away, and if they want to erase it, they can just push the button and erase it. So they really enjoy those. What you want to make sure though is I got rid of the string for ours because we just never needed it, but I do want to reattach it. So I am going to reattach it with the string before we take it with us, because I don't want a situation where they're dropping the stylus for that and they can't do anything or we lose it on the plane. So if you get one of those, make sure you attach the stylus and don't just lose the string like I did. I really like those drawing boards. I know they have the ones where you slide across and erase. I find that those tend to generally be heavier, but we did grab a little pocket Etch-a-Sketch. My girls have never used an Etch-a-Sketch before, and I think they're going to have a lot of fun with it. The one thing about an Etch-a-Sketch though is that if you shake it, if you move it, there goes whatever you design. So if you have a kid that would be extremely distraught by that, then the drawing tablet would definitely be a better choice than the Etch-a-Sketch. Also, obviously an Etch-a-Sketch is a little harder to handle, but I think my girls will enjoy the challenge. As I said earlier, having something that is new or feels like new is super helpful. So keep that in mind for both getting to your destination and returning home. If you have a kid who gets bored super easily or gets over things super easily, then you might not want to give them everything on the way to the destination. You might want to have some things saved for on the way back so that it feels like new. Obviously, that just depends on the child. I've never really had to do that with my girls. They have the same things when we are leaving the destination that we had when we were going to our destination, but just keep that in mind. That is going to be it for this video though. I am so looking forward to our trip, and I will be doing a video when we come back with just some general tips for flying with little kids. As I said, we've flown domestically and internationally, but since this next trip is international, I want to wait until after we've traveled so that everything is fresh in my mind. If you like videos like this, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and please make sure to subscribe to my channel. As always, thank you so much for your support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.